In this video, I'm going to go over Jordan Peterson's 12 rules for life. Rule 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. First impressions matter. We live in a social hierarchy where people make unconscious decisions about your position in society. When you're slumped over with your head down, people will see you as lower in society and you will be treated that way. You also produce less serotonin, which means you are more anxious and depressed, and this leads to more illness and shorter lifespans. Standing tall with shoulders back and chest out means accepting responsibility for your life. You will be perceived as someone of higher value even if you're not. You produce more serotonin and get treated better. How you get treated affects how you feel about yourself, and this creates a positive or negative feedback loop where you start to feel and view yourself more negative or positive. People will always size you up. Might as well present yourself as confident rather than defeated. It is the fastest and easiest way to improve your life. Rule 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. We often treat others better than we treat ourselves, neglecting our own well-being. Our inner critic points out all of our flaws, making us feel like we do not deserve the same level of care we so freely give to others. You have to respect yourself to take care of yourself. How you view yourself matters a lot. When you do not feel good enough, you won't take care of yourself. This rule is about more than self-love. It is about doing things that are good for you and that push and challenge you to grow. Rule 3. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Only have friends that make you a better person and demand the best from you. Friends should wish you well when you are doing something well and stop you when you're doing something bad. Stay away from friends who always try to bring you down when you are trying to move up. They are not your friends. When you try to stop drinking, they give you a drink. When you want to work out, they say it's okay, just skip it. When you do well, they are envious of you. If you have a friend that you wouldn't wish on your closest of family members, then why keep that friend? Rule 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. In today's society, it is easy to compare yourself to others, especially with social media and the internet. It doesn't take much effort to see someone online who is better than you in a particular area of life. Comparison only makes you feel bad and steals your joy in life. It's better to compare yourself to yourself rather than others, as we are all unique and have different life experiences. Focus on your own action. What can you do today to make today a little bit better than it was yesterday? Rule 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. As a parent, don't try to be your child's friend. Your job is to prepare them for the real world and make them socially desirable. If you have a negative attitude towards your child, others will too. Have a minimum amount of rules with the least amount of force needed to enforce them. If you fail to discipline your child, the world will discipline them instead, and that will be a much harsher lesson. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Focus on fixing yourself before pointing out flaws in others or the world. This involves taking responsibility for your actions and owning your mistakes. We need to stop doing what we know is wrong and make positive changes within ourselves. By doing so, we can have a positive impact on the world. Rule 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. To pursue meaning involves making sacrifices today for a better tomorrow, while expedience is all about short-term gains and selfish desires. Expedience lacks responsibility and can lead to a worse future for both the individual and the world. To pursue meaning involves regulating impulses and working towards making the world a better place. This may not always result in immediate happiness, but it leads to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Rule 8. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. You cannot pursue what is meaningful if you are telling lies. Lying corrupts our perceptions, making it difficult to trust ourselves and our own judgment. And if you cannot trust yourself, who can you trust? Small lies lead to bigger lies, And big lies require starting to believe your lies, changing your personality, which ultimately leads to constant failure, bitterness, and disappointment. Telling the truth allows for the possibilities of a better future, while lying closes off all those opportunities. Lying is a betrayal of ourselves, making our character weak, and when real hardships come, we may not be able to cope. To move forward, we must take responsibility and see things as they are, even if they are uncomfortable. Pay attention to what you do and say, and if we learn more about ourselves in pursuit of a goal, we should not lie if we realize that our goal is no longer consistent with who we truly are. Be true to yourself and be willing to let go of that goal to pursue a new goal. Rule 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Learn to accept your own ignorance and appreciate what you don't know. Humility is important. What you don't know is more important than what you do know. Listening without judgment allows a person to express their thoughts fully. Listening involves being comfortable with the unknown and seeking knowledge. And seeking knowledge through listening is the highest form of wisdom. Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. You need precision in your aim to hit your target and your goals. Without a clear direction, you spend all this energy, but you end up going nowhere. Define exactly the person you want to become and what success and failure look like. Your value system determines what you aim for. Being precise simplifies and makes things manageable rather than complex and overwhelming. And what you focus on makes you blind to everything else around you. You tend to only see what is relevant to your goals and overlook everything else to avoid becoming overwhelmed. If there is something to say, say it. Avoidance only leads to future problems. Confront issues head on. Rule 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. Let kids grow up to be independent and not dependent on their parents. Encourage kids to do difficult things and take risks so they are not afraid of the world and can become competent and safer in the world. Don't shelter kids. Create strong individuals instead of overprotecting them. Being risk adverse can lead to being conflict averse and agreeable, traits that can make people walk all over you and lead to bitterness and unhappiness later in life as you are not prepared for the harsh realities of an unfair and cruel world. Rule 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. When life is tough, appreciate the beauty that shows up, no matter how brief it may be. When facing difficult times, such as death, cope by focusing on the present moment and not thinking too far ahead. Shorten your time frame and focus what's right in front of you to get through overwhelming moments. Do the best you can with what's in front of you for as long as you can handle it. Stay alert to unexpected moments of beauty in life when you are suffering, and be grateful for what you have to help you get through dark times. And there you have it. Those are the 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. Thanks for watching.